What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, looks like it's another one out here. Hold on here, people. Hold on. So apparently, Fat Joe is on the chopping block. And yes, man, this is wild right here. Apparently, Fat Joe's ex-hype man is accusing him of, doing some egregious things out here, people. Now, shit has been hitting the fan lately. Definitely, let's keep paying attention here, because there's been a lot of stuff dropping around here since Diddy got caught up. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Now, it's been leaking slow. It's been leaking very slow. And I know Tyler Perry just got caught up in some stuff. He getting sued. Let's not forget who else got caught up in a little something. We still remember Shannon Sharp. Also, damn, what's his name? So I can't even one of the old school singers, Smokey Robinson. Let's not forget that. Man, this is crazy out here. So we're about to dive off into this. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Rapper Fat Joe is denying allegations brought forth by his former hype man in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. After Terrence T.A. Dixon filed a complaint alleging that he witnessed the rapper groom, isolate, and sexually exploit minors while employed by his company, a lawyer for Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, fired back, calling the suit a blatant act of retaliation. Attorney Joe Tacopina tells E! News in a statement June 20th, the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. In Dixon's complaint submitted to court June 19th, he accused Cartagena of exploiting him sexually and financially during his 16-year employment. Dixon alleged Cartagena forced him to perform more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing in the company.
16 years? Wow. Come on now. Jesus Christ. Now, of course, all this crap is alleged here. The Tyler Perry stuff, the Smokey Robinson, all this is alleged now. It's, people got to get proof and evidence for this shit to really hit the fan. But this is wild right here that everything is just trying to pop up now all of a sudden. These entertainers, basically all these entertainers from football to whatever, is getting, people coming out the woodwork now talking about, they did something to them. And some people were there with 16 years. Cassie was there for 10. Man, come on, people.
Saying in the suit that the alleged stunts were designed to degrade and exert control under the guise of loyalty tests. Okay. The lawsuit reads, sexual acts were induced not by choice, but by fear, dependency, and fraud. Each encounter carried an unspoken message: refuse and you lose everything. In one alleged instance, the complaint said Dixon's travel plans were abruptly canceled and he was stranded in a foreign country without any money after refusing to participate in a sex act. Fearing financial punishment, professional sabotage, and physical retaliation, the complaint said Dixon often complied with Cartagena's alleged demands, including unpaid labor in songwriting, tour management, and security. During his employment, Dixon alleged that he also witnessed Cartagena engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old. Dixon is seeking up to $20 million in damages for unpaid performance wages, lost per diem, stolen publishing revenue, unpaid royalties, and physical and emotional injuries, according to the lawsuit. However, Cartagena's attorney, Joe Tacopina, tells E! News that Dixon's suit is a desperate attempt to deflect attention from a civil complaint the MC filed in April, accusing Dixon and his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, of extortion and slander. Tacopina says, we didn't just sue a disgruntled former employee trying to revive a false claim from 15 years ago. We sued the lawyer behind it all. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everyone involved accountable.
So this is wild right here. So apparently Fat Joe and his lawyer had a lawsuit against the hype man first. He countersuing with the situation about being involved in all these egregious things and stuff like that. Now he's also alleged that Fat Joe was dealing with minors. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on now, listen, look, people, I'm all about pulling out the evidence. I do want to see evidence. If this man has true evidence that Fat Joe was engaging in these type of activities, then we'll pull out the evidence and stuff. Now, we really don't even know who this guy is. It's amazing to me how they're trying to keep all these people that are coming out saying that they were done wrong by all these entertainers. It's amazing how they're just trying to keep these people secret out here. This is wild.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
This is wild, bro. So, all right, we're going to move to another segment here. I want to see something else, and I want you guys to see it as well, from another angle here. Let's go here now. This is let's see, NBC News bringing this to us. Let's go here now.
Rapper Fat Joe has been hit with an explosive $20 million lawsuit for allegedly coercing his ex-hype man into thousands of sexual acts. In a graphic 157-page lawsuit, Terrence T.A. Dixon accuses Fat Joe, whose legal name is Joseph Cartagena, of more than a decade of abuse. The details so disturbing that there's a big trigger warning in the red on the first page of that filing. Dixon alleges that in the lawsuit, Cartagena forced him to, quote, humiliating situations, including sex acts, performed under duress and surveillance. Dixon claims he personally witnessed Cartagena engage in sexual relations with girls as young as 15, one of whom Cartagena was allegedly in love with and contemplated leaving his wife for. An attorney for Cartagena says the lawsuit is a blatant act of retaliation. NBC.
Damn, that's a strong allegation, right? That's strong. That is strong. That he would leave his wife for this young, basically a child. Like, come on, that's some strong allegations right there.
Stephen Romo is on the story for us. And Stephen, Cartagena initially sued Dixon, and now Dixon is suing Cartagena. Both sides are trading allegations here.
Yeah, a lot of allegations here, but the lawsuit filed today has a lot more graphic content, if you will, Tom. Cartagena actually sued Dixon back in April on allegations that, as a former employee, he was trying to extort him for money. Well, Dixon's suit that was filed today is a lot more than just a typical employment dispute. The complaint does accuse Cartagena of underpaying him, but it goes on with many more allegations, claiming Cartagena would bring women to hotel rooms and make Dixon have sex with them in front of him and others. It also alleges that Cartagena would fly underage girls into the U.S. from Europe and that he paid for plastic surgery for one of them, and claimed that the minors were frequently cut off financially and discarded when they became non-compliant.
This sounds like some Diddy shit, though, low-key.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Flying people in, all that type of stuff, man. Jesus Christ, man. There's a lot of RICO Act stuff going on around here, a lot of trafficking. Listen, look, all this is alleged here. I'm not taking nobody's side on none of this crap that's going on till these people start pulling out real evidence in all these cases. Smokey, Shannon, they need to start pulling out real evidence. Seriously, because this is crazy around here now. Now we just get to the point to where I think it's going to keep going. I think it's going to be a lot more of these entertainers that are finna be sued here real soon. This shit is hitting the fan bad.
Now, Cartagena's attorney claiming that those claims in this lawsuit are complete fabrications and lies, and saying, quote, the lawsuit filed by Tyrone Blackburn and Terrence Dixon is a blatant act of retaliation, a desperate attempt to deflect attention from the civil suit we filed first. Of course, referencing that lawsuit originally filed back in April, Tom.
So we have another famous rapper being hit with a RICO charge, and we talked about Sean Diddy Combs' trial earlier in the newscast. He's also, of course, being accused of building a criminal empire here. And several of the people connected to this lawsuit have ties to other big cases, including Diddy's.
Yeah, a lot of the players involved have connections to these cases. Joe Tacopina representing Joe Cartagena. Of course, that's Fat Joe. He's also represented a lot of other big clients, including President Donald Trump, A$AP Rocky. And he actually turned down representing Sean Diddy Combs himself. And then we have Tyrone Blackburn there on the right, who is right now representing Dixon. But he is also representing music producer and rapper Lil Rodney in a separate case that is against Diddy. The lawsuit filed by Dixon is a civil RICO case, unlike Diddy's, which, of course, is a criminal RICO case. But there is a lot of crossover in these allegations here, Tom.
It's kind of head-spinning, actually, yeah. Stephen. Thanks very much.
I mean, listen, look, it is definitely head-spinning. This is crazy right here. All these allegations and stuff like that. This is wild, bro. And like I just said, I think it's not going to stop. This is not going to stop. I think people are going to start coming out of the woodwork, suing all these entertainers from the mid 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. This is wild right here. So Fat Joe's now Fat Joe, one of the ones on the chopping block.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Wow. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest here. I wonder who's next, but it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Bad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.